Good day, everyone. I'm Nelia Liporado Solar from BSBA 4B, and my topic is about employee resourcing strategy. Employee resourcing strategy is concerned with ensuring that the organization obtains and retains the people it needs and employs them efficiently. It is a key part of the strategic human resource management process, which is fundamentally about matching human resources to the strategic and operational needs of the organization and ensuring the full utilization of those resources. It is concerned not only with obtaining and keeping the number and quality of staff required, but also with selecting and promoting people who fit the culture and the strategic requirements of the organization. The objective of employee resourcing strategy, as expressed by KIP 1989, is to obtain the right basic material in the form of a workforce endowed with appropriate qualities, skills, knowledge, and potential for future training. The strategic HRM approach to resourcing. HRM places more emphasis than traditional personnel management on finding people whose attitudes and behavior are likely to be congruent with what management believes to be appropriate and conducive to success. Integrating business and resourcing strategies. The philosophy behind the strategic HRM approach to resourcing is that it's people who implement the strategic plan. As Keen Mills 1983 has put it, the process is one of planning with people in mind. The integration of business and resourcing strategies is based on an understanding of the direction in which the organization is going and determination of the numbers of people required to meet business needs, the skills and behaviors required to support the achievement of business strategies, the impact of organizational structuring as a result of rationalization, decentralization, delayering, acquisitions, mergers, product or market development, or the introduction of new technology, for example, cellular manufacturing, and plans for changing the culture of the organization in such areas as ability to deliver performance standards, quality customer service, team working, and flexibility, which indicate the need for people with different attitudes, beliefs, and personal characteristics. Bundling resourcing strategies and activities. Employer resourcing isn't about recruitment and selection. It is concerned with any means available to meet the needs of the firm for certain skills and behaviors. A strategy to enlarge the skill base may not start with recruitment and selection, but would also extend into learning and development to enhance skills and modify behaviors and methods of rewarding people for the acquisition of extra skills. The components of employer resourcing strategy. Human resource planning, often referred to especially in the public sector as workforce planning, assessing future business needs and deciding on the numbers of types of people required, developing the organization's employee value proposition and its employer brand. Resourcing plans, preparing plans for finding people from within the organization and or for learning and development programs to help people learn new skills. If needs cannot be satisfied from within the organization, it involves preparing longer-term plans for ensuring that recruitment and selection processes will satisfy them. Retention strategy. Preparing plans for retaining the people the organization needs. Flexibility strategy. Planning for increased flexibility in the use of human resources to enable the organization to make the best use of people and adapt swiftly to changing circumstances. Talent management strategy, ensuring that the organization has the talented people it requires to provide for management succession and meet present and future business needs. Human resource planning defined. Human resource or workforce planning determines the human resources required by the organization to achieve its strategic goals. As defined by Bulley and Scott, 1994, it is the process for ensuring that the human resource requirements of an organization are identified and plans are made for satisfying those requirements. It addresses human resource needs both in quantitative and in qualitative terms. This means answering two basic questions: how many people and what sort of people. Linked to business planning, human resource planning should be an integral part of business planning. The strategic planning process defines projected changes in the types of activities carried out by the organization and the scale of those activities. It identifies the core competencies the organization needs to achieve its goals and therefore its skill and behavioral requirements. Hard and soft human resource planning. A distinction can be made between hard and soft human resource planning. The former is based on quantitative analysis in order to ensure that the right number of the right sort of people are available when needed. The latter, as described by Marchington and Wilkinson, 1996, is more explicitly focused on creating and shaping the culture of the organization so that there is a clear integration between corporate goals and employee values, beliefs, and behaviors. But as they point out, the soft version becomes virtually synonymous with the whole subject of human resource management. Limitations. As Rothwell 1995 suggests, apart from isolated examples, there has been little research evidence of increased use or of its success. She explains the gap between theory and practice as arising from the impact of change and the difficulty of predicting the future. The need for planning may be in inverse proportion to its feasibility. The shifting kaleidoscope of policy priorities and strategies within organizations. The distrust displayed by many managers of theory or planning. They often prefer pragmatic adaptation to conceptualization. The lack of evidence that human resource planning works. Approaches to human resource planning. Resourcing strategies show the way forward through the analysis of business strategies and demographic trends. They are converted into action plans based on the outcome of the following interrelated planning activities. Demand forecasting. Estimate future needs for people and competencies by reference to corporate and functional plans and forecasts of future activity levels. Forecasting requirements. Analyze the demand and supply forecast to identify future deficits or surpluses with the help of models where appropriate. Action planning. Prepare plans to deal with forecast deficits through internal promotion, training, or external recruitment. If necessary, plan for unavoidable downsizing so as to avoid any compulsory redundancies, if that is possible. Develop retention and flexibility strategies. That's all. Thank you for watching and listening.